Hello. All right. This is one of my merch family. Okay. Check out my community section and feel free to get yours. This speaks about, you're dealing with haters and, you're dealing with a clown. That's an individual who is sad and they are hurt and, hurt people like to hurt people. Okay. People are just saying all kind of silly things to throw you off to trigger you. Well, this shirt right here says, give them what? Your silence, not your energy. Okay. And it comes in all colors and all sizes. So feel free to get yours. All right. Support your sister. I appreciate it. Sharing is caring. Now let me share this real quick. I want to first let me see which one I want to use. I want to share these first, okay? As I stated, this is my sacred rebel deck. So I was meditating on Ed, okay? Let me get his picture out. I was meditating on Ed and these three cards came out. Okay. Now let me just say this. It is not like I'm trying to see the worst in an individual. None of this is my opinion. This is what the spirit is revealing. Because I'm always seeking those things in the dark to bring them out to the marvelous light. That's just what I do when it comes to my readings. And a lot of times, hidden things about people comes out. Okay. And if I see this too personal, I won't reveal it. Okay. I just won't do it. But I know for myself that, what I'm seeing, the spirit is revealing it to me. I know for myself that it's speaking from a place of truth. Okay. I just know this because, I'm too led by the spirit and it has not stirred me wrong. Let me just say that. So anyway, concerning Ed. And let me just say this before I get started, family. This young man has a beautiful voice. He reminds me so much of Richard Marx as far as vocally. Vocally, he sounds just like Richard Marx. And when I was a little younger, back in the days, I was crazy about Richard Marx. I used to love his music. I used to love to watch his videos. And even though he doesn't look like Richard Marx, still, the way he sounds, is very eerie because he reminds me of Richard Marx so much. So anyway, he's definitely very gifted, okay? Musically wise. Okay, so anyway, all these cards that came out, all right? Three cards came out when I was meditating on Ed, and they were all upside down. When I get a card that's upside down, family, it's pretty much speaking from the perspective because I do read cards upside down, okay? There's a reason for it. When I get them and they come out upside down, what the message pertaining to each card is letting you know that what I'm reading as far as the message is the opposite of the message. Okay, whether it be talking about the individual or their character. Okay, now this first one says new birth guarded vigilante. Okay, new birth guarded vigilante. Okay, I apologize for the background noise. My little queen is doing her. She's doing what kids do, having a ball in their own little world. Now, the additional meaning to this card is giving attention to ideas and relationships. Do you hear me? Giving attention to ideas and relationship. This is someone who's fully present, and this is what they're giving their attention to. Okay, but his is upside down. His is upside down, and for some reason, I'm sensing more. It has to do with relationships. Okay, it's kind of like when I'm picking up with him because I did Google him. Yes, I did, and I found out that he is married, and I believe he got married in 2019. But anyway, hold on. I'm sorry, family. My daughter came in and asked mommy a question. But anyway, so I found out he's married, okay, and I think he got married in 2019. So the marriage is still new, it's still fresh, okay. And so anyway, but by me getting this card right here, and also when I was meditating on Ed, I wanted to know what's presently going on with him. Okay. And there are timelines to my readings. So I'm sure you're gonna see a lot of ups and downs, rightfully so. None of my readings are in divine order. It's like a puzzle. You gotta put the pieces together, but believe me, they do fit. They do fit. So anyway, I feel like this is pertaining to his relationships, this relation with his significant other. Allegedly. I have to say allegedly, okay? Like I stated, this says giving attention. This is someone who's giving someone the advice. I get tongue twisted. I'm sorry. This is someone who's giving someone the undivided attention. Okay, they're being fully present in the relationship. All right, they're giving you all of them. Okay, in the present. Now it says giving attention to idea. Okay, or relationship. Okay, in the present and I don't know how long this has been going on, but in the present, he is not fully 100 in that relationship, okay? And it could be a emotional thing, okay? Maybe he's dealing with a mental conflict, all right? So he's really fully not present, giving all of himself in his relationship, okay? Or his marriage, shall I say. The next one is diving for light. Diving for light. All of these cards has additional meaning, family. I'm just going over them briefly, okay? But this card was upside down concerning Ed. This says willing to bear the darkness, to see the light. Willing to bear the darkness, to see the light. So there can be someone who's going through something, going through challenges, okay, whether it be business or personal, but we're going to say personal, okay? And some people don't know how to deal with challenges. You know, when people are having like a dark night of the soul, or, they're dealing with, power struggle or just challenges in their life, some people prefer, instead of talking it out, they rather walk off. Okay, and I'm sure many of you have known people who are like that. Instead of talking things out, they just walk off. They don't want to deal with it. Okay, in the present, this is what I'm getting concerning Ed. As I stated, it can be business or it can be personal. But it's someone who, have a hard time dealing with the inability to deal with challenges. Okay, it's like anytime there's a struggle in a situation, he pretty much wants to distance himself instead of dealing with it. It's pretty much like instead of, moving towards the challenge, he's pretty much backing off and, for the most part, probably walking away. Okay. Not so much from the relationship, but probably just walking away to get a breather. All right, which is nothing wrong with that. And it's really best to walk away instead of, creating a more of a conflict, okay, which could lead to other things, shall I say. But it seems like he doesn't deal with challenges too well, okay? Especially when it comes to um, the dark aspect of life when it comes to challenges, okay? It says willing to bear the darkness, to see the light. Okay, it's like he's having a hard time with that. Okay, that's the one who's actually sticking it out. Okay, they're putting up a good fight, and trying to make things work. They're putting up a good fight. They're how you say it. They're fighting a good fight, shall I say? But it's like he's having a hard time with that. Okay, and it could be due to his upbringing, maybe how he see his parents, how they deal with challenges and struggles and with personal situations. Okay, when it comes to relations. Then this card right here, family. This is relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Okay? Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. It speaks for itself. This is someone who is in darkness and probably chaos is all around them, but they're taking lemons and making lemonades, okay? And it can be business or it can be personal. But it's someone who's surrounded by darkness, but they are expanding their light, okay, so they can navigate, okay, in whatever situation that they're in. Okay, some people have a hard time doing that. Okay, and really, this doesn't have anything to really do with. I don't think his business when it comes to his career. I believe it's personal. Okay, now let me add to this real quick. These two cards came up. I don't know Ed, so whatever you're going to see here is allegedly. Okay, I'm just led by the spirit. Antisocial, antisocial. Now, of course, he's in the entertainment business, so it does. You would think that by him being in the entertainment business, that he would be a social individual. He's out in the limelight. He has to, commune with, his fans and followers. That's one thing. But what I'm sensing with him, you know, when the lights off, after the show, he pretty much wants to go in solitude, behind stage. I just don't. I just when I'm picking up with him, I just don't really. It's like he has a awkward personality, and I don't mean to say that in a negative way. What I mean by awkward, maybe awkward social. If you know what I mean, he's not really all that social. I'm not getting that with him. He's not a really social person. Okay. Now, many of you might feel, you know, or think the opposite or feel the opposite about him. But this is what I'm picking up in the spirit. Yes, he's talented. We see that about him, okay, and we know that's this about him. But a lot of times people have um, those sides to them, that are a lot of times they can keep hidden from people, okay, from the public, as far as their true character. Those shadow layers about them that a lot of people don't see. That's all I'm saying. As far as the real him behind closed doors, all right? According to the spirit, he's antisocial. Okay? Also, disconnection. And that can be like a social disconnection. And when I look at this card right here, I think about this card right here. Let me see which one I want to say. Okay, let me see. I think about this card right here. Okay, this card right here was the new birth guarded vigilante. Okay, and remember what I was telling you about this card? This card says giving attention to ideals or relationships. Okay, this is one who's being fully present in whatever they are doing or their relationship. Okay, they're giving the individual that they are involved with their all. Okay, they're giving them 100. Now, I'm sure that his wife knew what she was getting herself into. Because people, when they are courtshipping, you get a feel for people, and as far as knowing their likes, dislikes, you get a feel for their character. Some people just get with people for whatever reason. Let me just say that, okay? Because it's somebody out there for everybody. Let me just say that. But the fact that this card is upside down, this is someone who is not giving attention to a ideal or a relationship. And I feel like the idea is not really the key word we should be looking at. I feel like relationship is, okay? And for that to be a problem, shall I say, or maybe I shouldn't say a problem, for that to be a factor as far as the spirit revealing this, look at that. That could have a lot to do with it. A sense of disconnection, okay, in that relationship. Now, whatever you're seeing here, none of this is final. Things can change. This is what I'm picking up in the present, okay? Something is going on in that relationship, but I'm feeling Ed is playing a big part. And as far as why this right here is the big factor. Okay. So anyway, I'm getting ready to go ahead on and use my tarot deck, family. I just wanted to share that. And also with this card right here, let me say this real quick because I didn't um break it down real quick. Um this card right here that I was showing you about a person that's in darkness that's surrounding them, but they're making the most of it, okay, by spending their light so they can see clearly as far as knowing how to navigate, okay, moving forward. It says, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Be at cause. Be at ease. Be at peace. Okay, pretty much in whatever situation that you're in. Okay, um, try to relax and be at cause. Okay, um, as I stated, you know, when you're dealing with lemonades, when you're dealing with lemons, make lemonades. All right, but also this card says, being courage in new reality or change. Okay, being encouraged in new reality or change. It looks like he has a hard time with that. Okay, whatever this means to Ed. And many of you know more than I do because I do not have Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and all of that. I don't have any of those. Okay, I just deal with YouTube. That's it. And I rely on the spirit. So real quick, I'm getting ready to use my tarot deck, my psychic tarot deck. And I really want to call this like an update reading. But this is my first time doing a reading on Ed, so this is just pretty much a general psychic reading on Ed. You know what's presently going on with him. Okay, for those who care, let me just say that for those who care. And this is Ed right here. I'm just going to meditate on him. Look at his eyes, because the eyes are the windows to our soul, and they can tell me a lot about you. Please know that. All right, family, give me a minute. Now, I know his name's Edward, but I'm going to call him Ed, okay? Because all I need is a picture anyway. That's my spirit guides connect with Edward. Spirit guide, seeking clarity concerning Edward. I see those things in the dark, bring them out to the marvelous light concerning Ed. What's presently going on with Ed? What are his struggles and issues? Seeking clarity about Ed. What's presently going on with Ed? What's presently going on with Ed? Thank you, family, for being very patient. I appreciate you. Please like, share, and subscribe, and most importantly, share. I appreciate it. family. Give me a minute. Just gonna put my information up here just in case if anyone wants a personal reading from your sister in the near future. Okay, you know where to find me, and you have my information. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just my information. Okay. Just keep it for future reference. So if you ever need your sister and you want to request a reading, always email me first. I appreciate it. Let me know what kind of reading you would like. Okay. I just want to put that up here. And let me see. I want to make sure I got everything in here right, and then I'm going to continue with this reading. Hold on 1 minute. Okay. All right, family. And I'm sure many of you know more than what I do. Didn't him and his wife have a baby? Don't he have like a new baby now? I don't know how many children he has, but just wondering about that. Cause there can be also a change as far as learning to adjust to that being a new father. Okay, having children can make you feel some type of way, especially if you are a new parent. Okay, so let's get with this ratings concerning Ed. I want to know what's presently going on with Ed Sherran. And let me say this real quick. Um, my readings, there are timelines to them. A lot of this is going on in the now, and a lot of this will be playing out in the coming days and weeks ahead. Please know that. Okay. Right here, this is the first card concerning Ed or Edward. All right. Many of you know him as Edward. Ed for short. This right here is rest and rejuvenate. This is one who's been through a horrific ordeal. They are tired. They're sitting back, could possibly be isolated, okay, alone, and they are praying and they are meditating, seeking answers from within, okay? According to the spirit, it is not doing that, okay? Whatever this means to Ed, he's not doing that. Maybe he's trying to deal with it on his own, okay? Instead of trying to pray and dispatch those helps from his angels and guides or whatever, or to God, it seems like he's trying to handle the matter on his own. He's not taking time to rest whatsoever or meditate and go within to get his answers. It's like he's trying to handle the matter his way, okay? Whatever's going on with him. The next card is upside down. Upward, this is triumph. Now I can't really tell you what this is about, family, because it was upside down. This is one who's being successful, whether it be personal or business, but they feel triumph. Right here, Ed is not feeling triumph in this situation, whatever this means to Ed, okay? He's not feeling triumph in his life, Okay, it could be business or it could be personal. But something is going on to where, this is how he's feeling. The lack of triumph. Because we know he's successful. We know this. Okay, but there's more to it. It's those things that are going on behind the scenes. The next card, it is upside down. Upward, this is the base chakra card. Okay, this card represents I have. This is a vibration somebody's giving off. I have had this card been upward, but his card is upside down. This is saying I don't have. Okay, this is the vibration Ed is giving off. I don't have, whatever that means to Ed. And let me say this, family. I'm not in that marriage. I'm not in that union, so I really don't know what's going on in that relationship. Let me just say that. But we know no relationship is perfect, and we know with relationships there are ups and downs, ups and downs. All right, it's pretty much about enduring life challenges that you have with the individual and loving each other through it. Okay, I never been married, but I'm just saying, no relationships are perfect. Okay, so but it do look like he's going through something personal. That's all I'm going to say. The next card is upside down. Right here, this is discontent and boredom. Okay, discontent and boredom. This is someone who's, had this card been upward. This is someone who is longing for change. Okay, they're feeling discontent and possibly bored. Okay, whether it be business or personal. Okay, but by this card being, excuse me, family, by this card being upside down, if Ed was feeling like this, okay, a lot of time when people start feeling like this, they're thinking about walking away. Okay, because they're longing for change, they want something different. All right. And it could possibly have something to do with his career. Maybe he want to do something different. You know, um, he does multitask. He sings, he produces, he's an actor. You know, but something's going on with him to where he was feeling discontented. All right, and possibly bored. But it looks like he's trying to get past it. Okay, he's trying to get past it, or he's trying to make the most of it. Let me just say that. Okay, it's two scenarios going on. All right, like I said, it's a timeline. Right here is triumph and success. So whatever's going on with Ed, he feels triumph and success. It could be pertaining to business, okay? Because he's in the entertainment business and he does deal with contracts. Let me just say that, okay? So right here in this timeline, okay, is triumph and success, whatever this means to Ed, okay? The next card, suffering in silence. As I stated, is going through something personal. And a lot of time when people are dealing with this right here, they smiling, but inside they're crying. Okay? They're smiling. How they say lights, camera, and action, they're smiling. They're putting on the mask. They're smiling, but behind closed doors, they're crying. You know, um, they're hurting. Okay? And it could be due to a breakup. It can be due to a heartache and loss. A loved one could have transitioned. That could be on his mind. Whatever the case may be, he's suffering in silence. Okay, and it could be personal. Something going on in the relationship, allegedly. The next card is upside down concerning Ed. This is choose wisely. Had this card been upward, I would say, you know what? Ed has some decisions to make and he is choosing wisely. And Ed knows that he has some and Ed knows he has all kind of options. You see that? And he's gonna make a choice and he's gonna choose wisely. According to the spirit, Ed needs to choose wisely. Whatever decision that he needs to make, because obviously he has a decision to make about something, but the spirit is saying he needs to choose wisely. Okay, I don't know what's going on with him behind the scenes, and a lot of this is pretty much behind the scenes. And he is a music artist, okay? This young man has many, 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 many fans. And so those fans, should I say, female fans, maybe male fans, but they're on him. And he is married, but people don't care if you're married or not. They want what they want. Okay? But the point I'm trying to make is I'm sure he's dealing with a lot of temptation. But anyway, according to the spirit, he needs to choose wisely. Okay? And I don't think this have anything to do with business, work related, as far as him making business decisions. I feel like this is personal, something going on behind the scenes, okay? Remember the discontent and boredom card. Okay, that's the one who's longing for change. Okay, keep that in mind. The next card is upside down. This right here is new beginnings. This is someone who is pressing forward. They're moving forward and they're not looking back. Okay, they are on top of the world and they are moving forward. Okay, concerning Ed, it can be business or personal. They're moving forward. His card is upside down. As I stated, I was seeking those things in the dark to bring them out to the marvelous light. And I wanted to know what's presently going on with Ed. Whatever this means to him, his card is upside down. Upside down represents a fool. Okay? Also, upside down represents stagnation. All right? And I ain't talking about money stagnation either. It can be a mental stagnation, like a mental conflict, having the inability to, move forward, having the inability emotionally or mentally to get off the merry-go-round as far as getting someone off their mind who's not for their highest good, okay, or something that is not for their highest good, whatever the case may be. But it seems like he's dealing with some stagnation issues, okay. Because I'm looking at other cards. Let me just say that I'm looking at other cards, and I see why this card is popping up. Okay, this is the next card concerning Ed. It's upside down. Upward, this is fertility. A lot of times when I get this card right here, it's pertaining to someone that could possibly be pregnant. Okay. Now he is married and I think he just had a child, okay. But this card was upside down. So when this card is upward, it represents fertility, someone who's pregnant, who's about to give birth. It also represents growth, good seed. Um Pretty much someone who's trying to birth an idea also. Okay, and it will be successful. So as I stated, it can be pertaining to pregnancy. It could be pertaining to someone who's trying to birth an idea or a project. Okay, but this is a positive omen being upward. Okay, upward represents birth. Something new. Upside down is the opposite of that. Upside down can be somebody could have gotten pregnant. His wife or somebody else allegedly could have gotten pregnant and they could have a miscarriage. Okay, allegedly. Or it could be ideal that he did not pursue. Okay, that was canceled. Pregnancy that was canceled. A project that was canceled. Okay, so I'm trying to give me and you some scenarios of what this card could mean, but it came out for a reason. Okay, I'm just sharing it. The next card is upside down. This right here is a temptation card. It speaks for itself. This is someone who's presently dealing with temptation and addictions. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it there. It can be due to substance abuse, drugs. It can be, addicted to the wrong person, having addictions to, wrong groups. You name it, okay? But it's someone who's being tempted, okay? Had this card been upward, I would say it is In the present, he is presently being tempted. According to the spirit, he was dealing with some temptation, but he's not right now. Okay? It looks like he's coming out of some type of an addiction or temptation. Okay? One or the other. All right? And I look at this card right here, I think about the this card right here. Okay, someone who's feeling discontent and bored, and you know how that is. A person start feeling discontent and bored, they're longing for change. Okay, not only are they longing for change, they're not making good decisions. Okay, not making good decisions, making poor choices. All right. And I'm not saying he cheated on his wife, all right? But these cards speaks for itself. Something was going on with him. Let me just say that, all right? This young man deal with temptation 24/7 because he's in the music industry. So all of that is going to come with it. It's pretty much a matter of him making good choices and knowing how to operate in self-discipline, if you know what I mean. Okay, he knows what he has at home, and if he value what he has at home, okay, he's not gonna let nothing and no one, mess that up. But that's Ed. All right, right here in this timeline, this is Ed and someone right here. This can be Ed in the female or Ed in the male. But the fact that Ed is married, okay, I'm gonna say in this timeline there's harmony. Okay, there's harmony in this union. So as I stated, I'm seeing a lot of this ups and downs, ups and downs. There's harmony in this union right here. Okay. Okay. I just want to make sure. I'm sensing more than anything. This is Ed and a female, so for the most part, probably his wife. And this time, in this particular timeline, there's harmony. All right. But he was dealing with some temptation. Yes, he was. But I don't sense that he's presently dealing with it. I feel like he's coming out of it. The next card, this is the throat chakra, and it represents someone who's speaking up and speaking out. So I'm sure behind the scenes, Ed is doing a lot of talking. Okay, I'm sure him and his significant other are they're speaking, they're communicating. Okay, or it can be behind the scene pertaining to his career. Maybe behind the scene he's speaking up and speaking out about his next big project. His next big idea. But he's definitely doing a lot of communicating behind the scenes. Okay, he's exercising his throat chakra. The next card, heartache and loss. According to the spirit, Ed is dealing with some type of heartache and loss. Whatever this means to Ed. See that? Suffering in silence. See, they go hand in hand. Heartache and loss, suffering in silence. The next card, it is upside down, upward. This is acceleration, motion. This card speaks about as far as events that are playing behind the scenes in Ed Sheeran's life. Upward represents things are moving very fast, swiftly behind the scenes. All right, as far as the moves that he's making. Okay. Um, Whatever's going on with him, things are moving. Had this card been upward, I would say things are moving very fast behind the scenes, whether it be business or personal. But his card is upside down, so right now it ain't too much going on with Ed. Okay, things are moving very slow behind the scenes. All right, he may be laying low and just taking it easy right now. It looks like he's laying low and taking it easy. This is the next card, family. Moving on. When I get this card right here, okay. Um, Whatever's going on in Ed's life, business or personal. He has a decision to make, okay? When this card is upward, this is someone who's thinking about moving on. And they actually move on, okay? They're thinking about moving on and they actually moved on. Now you can say, all right, Corinne, he's married. What are you saying? Allegedly, he could be thinking about moving on from his relations with his wife, allegedly, or he could be thinking about moving on from a situation. Okay, something personal that's going on behind the scenes, or he could be thinking about moving on concerning business. When it comes to his business, maybe signing up with another, a label. But whatever this means to Ed, he's thinking about moving on. Okay, so many of you are gonna know more than what I know because I don't follow him. All right. Just keep an eye on him and get an idea what this card is saying about Ed, the moving on, okay? Let me know, is it business or personal? All right. But my readers have to play out their timelines to them. So give it a good 3 weeks from today and get back with me. It could be maybe another, label, another company. And the last card, whatever's going on with Ed, that is personal. He's right here. He is seeking spiritual strength. Okay, which is the right thing to do. Instead of trying to handle the matter on his own, he is seeking spiritual strength. Okay, he's praying and he is expecting those angels asking them to help him. Okay. However, Ed, um, seeks spiritual strength. That's pretty much what he's doing. All right, whether it's praying or meditating, he's seeking spiritual strength. And that's good instead of trying to handle the matter on his own. Okay? So it looks like he has a lot on his plate behind the scenes. Let me just say that. But like a lot of these artists, they wear the mask and you really don't know what's going on with them unless they talk about it. Let me just say that. Unless they're being very transparent and letting their fans know what's going on with them. But a lot of them are not going to do it. Okay? A lot of them are just not going to do it. People would really respect them more if they do it because it'll make them seem more human. Okay. People can be like, well, you know what? I can really relate to that person. They're going through what I'm going through. But anyway, this is my reading on Ed Sheeran. Um, as I stated, you know, he does have like a certain way about him that I'm picking up, awkwardness, but I believe it's social more than anything. He may be someone that's introverted, like to spend a lot of quiet times alone, and but it's crazy because he's married. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like being in a relationship, but you still feel, like you're not in a relationship. How do they say you're in a relationship, but you still feel lonely? You know what I'm saying? Especially if that individual not give you all of them, you know what I mean? But anyway, um, he has this disconnection way about him. It's like he don't really, what I'm picking up about him, it's kind of like he holds back. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's like he holds back for whatever reason. But maybe a lot of this just stems from his childhood, things he's seen, coming up as far as how his dad was with his mom. Who knows? And I'm saying this allegedly. Who knows? But a lot of that plays a big part in his present relationship. Okay. So anyway, family, I wish Ed all the best. He is very creative. He's very talented, and he reminds me so much of Richard Marx. Okay, he has a beautiful voice. So this is my present reading on Ed Sheeran. Okay, thank you, family, for watching. I appreciate you. If you would like for me to do a reading, put your request down there below. Okay, family. I did upload this as a live, but it's private, but I will make it public. All right, family. So thank you for your love and supporting my channel, as well as for donations. Okay, sharing is caring. I appreciate you. And I'm out of here. Much love to you. Bye, butterflies. And check out my community section. Okay, family. I appreciate you. Bye for now.